If you think that I can be dissuaded from continuing this fight because of our demonstrations, your protests, which I find the way misdirected, then you got it all wrong. Your concern is human rights. Mine is human lives. Boracay Island, widely regarded as one of our country's treasures and admired worldwide for its natural beauty, has sadly become the representation of governance and government's negligence, including mine. I could not allow this decay to continue. Decisive action has long been overdue, recognizing that we are mere stewards of our natural resources. And I said, enough is enough. We intend to restore its environmental integrity alongside measures to alleviate those whose livelihood were momentarily affected. Environmental protection and ensuring the health of our people cannot be overemphasized. Thus, our actions in Boracay mark the beginning of a new national effort. This is just for the other tourist destinations needing urgent rehabilitation and enforcement of environmental and other laws shall soon follow. I urge local government units to proactively enforce our laws and not wait for us to swoop down on your areas just to do your duty and work. Our campaign against ENDO has resulted in the regularization of the more than 300,000 workers as of early this month. On May 1 of this year, I signed Executive Order 51, which sought to protect the workers' right to security of tenure. Read my lips. I understand that this does not satisfy all sectors. I share their sentiment. I truly do. Much as I would like to do the impossible, that power is not vested upon me by the Constitution, and neither will I make both ends meet, even if I will violate the laws to achieve that purpose. Simply, it is not part of my territory. That is why I add mine to their voices in asking Congress to pass legislation ending the practice of contractualization once and for all. Much needs to be done to improve our healthcare system, which remains highly fragmented, resulting in disparity in health outcomes between the rich and the poor, and in the urban areas and rural. While investments in health have increased over the several years, several policy and operational bottlenecks have constrained universal health care for this country. We shall pool our resources for health services under the Philippines institutionalized primary care as a prerequisite to access higher level of health care and supplement human resource gaps in the LGUs through a national health workforce support system. This will ensure that every Filipino gets the appropriate, affordable, and quality health services in appropriate facilities and will be protected from financial burden due to sickness. To this end, I urge the speedy passage of the Universal Health Care Bill authored by former Representative Harry Roque We admire our Filipino migrant workers for their selflessness and courage in enduring the hardships of living away from home to provide for their families. You epitomize the innate resilience of the nation. You have shown your willingness to toil and sacrifice day in and day out for the long-term good of your family, loved ones. You have also contributed greatly to the national economy, even as you help in small and big ways to the economies of our international partners. This is why we strongly condemn the deaths and abuses experienced by Filipino migrant workers in the hands of their foreign employers. I have said this before and I say it again. I am a worker of government, and it is my vow to make sure that your well-being remains our foremost foreign policy concern. We also need to address the issue of artificial rice shortage. I now ask all the rice hoarders, cartels, and their protectors. You know that I know who you are. Stop messing with the people. I hate to power sometimes is not a good thing, but I hope I would not have to use it against you. Consider yourselves warned in your ways now, or the full force of the state shall be brought to bear upon you. One American that I salute, the great Abraham Lincoln, and this has been, I've been in government for the last, if I complete my term, inshallah, God willing, I would have served government for 40 years. And I came across this statement which has been with me since I was a fiscal in the 70s. And he said, if I were to try to read, much less answer all attacks made on me, this shop, the presidency, might as well be closed for any other business. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep doing so until the end. If the end brings me out all right, what has been said against me won't amount to anything. But if the end brings me out wrong, 10 angels of God swearing that as I was right would make no difference. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan.